As the sun rises over the vast African kingdom of Umudike, a golden glow blankets the land, illuminating the lush forest and rolling hills that stretch as far as the eye can see. Towering baobab trees stand tall against the azure sky, their twisted branches reaching towards the heavens like ancient sentinels guarding the realm. The air is alive with the vibrant hum of wildlife, from the melodious songs of exotic birds. Nestled within this idyllic setting lies the serene village of Umudike, its mud brick huts and thatched roofs blending seamlessly with the natural beauty that surrounds it. Smoke rises lazily from cooking fires, mingling with the scent of earth and vegetation. In the distance, the sound of drums can be heard, signaling the start of a new day in the kingdom of Umudike. Villagers emerge from their homes, greeting each other with warm smiles and hearty laughter as they go about their daily tasks. Amidst the hustle and bustle of village life, the stage is set for a tale of love, betrayal, and redemption to unfold. As the villagers gather in the bustling marketplace of Umudike, a hush falls over the crowd as Obiageli makes her entrance. She glides through the throng with effortless grace, her polished ebony skin radiant in the morning light. Her eyes, like sparkling jewels, catch the sun's rays, reflecting back a warmth and kindness that captivates all who gaze upon her. With each step, her presence commands attention, drawing admiring glances from both young and old alike. But it is her voice that truly sets her apart. Like the sweetest melody, it carries through the air, enchanting all who hear it and filling their hearts with joy. As she greets the villagers with a smile, her voice washes over them like a gentle breeze, leaving them spellbound in its wake. Obiageli's introduction is a sight to behold, a vision of beauty and grace that leaves an indelible impression on all who have the privilege of witnessing it. And as she continues on her way, the villagers can't help but feel a sense of awe and wonder at the remarkable young woman in their midst. Prince Adielu, the next in line to the throne, came across Obiageli in the village of Umudike. Instantly captivated by her beauty and grace, he resolved to make her his queen. With determination shining in his eyes, he approached her, expressing his admiration and his desire to win her hand in marriage. Obiageli, modest yet intrigued by the prince's sincerity, listened attentively as he spoke, her heart stirred by his words. And so, Prince Adielu's quest to win Obiageli's affection began, his determination unwavering as he sought to prove himself worthy of her love. In the shadows of Umudike's village, Adis, Obiageli's childhood friend, seethed with envy at the attention showered upon Obiageli by Prince Adielu. Consumed by jealousy, Adis resolved to take drastic measures to sabotage Obiageli's happiness. With a heart full of malice, Adis sought out a sorcerer rumored to dwell deep within the forest. Ignoring the warnings of the villagers, she ventured into the darkness, driven by her twisted desire for revenge. In a hidden clearing, surrounded by the eerie glow of moonlight, Adis found the sorcerer and begged for his assistance. With promises of power and riches, she convinced him to cast a dark spell on Obiageli, robbing her of her beauty and her voice. As the sorcerer chanted ancient incantations, a chill swept through the air, and a sense of foreboding settled over Adis. But fueled by her envy and resentment, she remained resolute in her quest to destroy Obiageli's happiness, unaware of the consequences her actions would unleash upon the kingdom. In the heart of the forest, under the shadowy canopy of ancient trees, the sorcerer chants dark incantations as a sinister aura envelopes the surroundings. With a flick of his gnarled fingers, he unleashes the curse upon Obiageli, her once radiant beauty fading into darkness. As the spell takes hold, her voice is silenced, robbed of its melodic charm. Obiageli's skin pales, her eyes lose their sparkle, and an aura of despair descends upon her. The sorcerer's malevolent magic leaves Obiageli bereft of her essence, a mere shadow of her former self. Prince Adialu's heart sinks as he beholds Obiageli's transformation. Where once stood a vision of beauty and grace, now stands a pale and voiceless maiden. Disappointment clouds his features, his dreams of marrying Obiageli shattered. Unable to bear the sight of her altered state, he reluctantly turns away, his heart heavy with sorrow. With a heavy heart, Prince Adialu informs the royal court of Obiageli's changed appearance, citing her inability to fulfill her role as queen. Amidst murmurs of regret and sympathy, Obiageli is banished from the kingdom, leaving behind a trail of sorrow and unanswered questions. Alone and voiceless, Obiageli wanders through the dense wilderness, her path fraught with peril. She navigates treacherous terrain, her footsteps echoing through the silent woods. Along the way, she encounters ferocious beasts and unforgiving elements, each presenting a new challenge to overcome. Despite the dangers that lurk around every corner, Obiageli presses on, her spirit undaunted by the trials she faces. She forges ahead with determination, her resolve unshakable as she searches for a way to break the curse that binds her. Through the darkest of nights and the harshest of storms, Obiageli's journey is one of resilience and unwavering courage. Amidst the dense forest, Obiageli encounters a wise old woman, her kind eyes filled with understanding and compassion. Sensing Obiageli's plight, the old woman sees beyond her outward appearance and recognizes the beauty within her. With gentle words and a knowing smile, she offers to help Obiageli break the curse that binds her. Guided by the old woman's wisdom, Obiageli embarks on a quest filled with hope and determination. Obiageli's journey takes on new meaning as she discovers the strength within herself to overcome any obstacle. Obiageli sets forth on her quest, her heart filled with determination. Along the way, she faces many challenges, but she never gives up. With each obstacle she encounters, Obiageli summons her inner strength and presses on. She is fueled by love for the prince and for her family, knowing that breaking the curse is the only way to restore peace. Despite the darkness that surrounds her, Obiageli's spirit shines brightly, guiding her through the darkest of times. With perseverance and unwavering courage, she moves forward, determined to reclaim her voice and her beauty, no matter the cost. As Obiageli reaches the sacred river, she hesitates for a moment before plunging into its shimmering waters. Instantly, a surge of energy courses through her, and she feels the weight of the curse lifting from her shoulders. With each ripple that cascades over her skin, she can feel her voice returning, and her beauty restored. As she emerges from the river, radiant and renewed, the curse shatters like glass, vanishing into the ether. Obiageli's triumphant smile lights up the forest as she realizes that she has finally broken free from the darkness that once held her captive. With gratitude in her heart, Obiageli retraces her steps through the forest to find the wise old woman. Upon finding her, she expresses her heartfelt thanks, overwhelmed with emotion. In return, the old woman presents her with a sacred glow egg, instructing her to smash it upon her return to the kingdom, and it will reveal the one who cursed her. Promising to follow the old woman's instructions, Obiageli sets out on her journey back home. With each step, anticipation builds in her chest, knowing that soon she will confront the one who cursed her. As Obiageli returns to her kingdom, the villagers are filled with shock and disbelief at her restored beauty and voice. Word quickly reaches King Adialu and his wife Adis, who rush to the scene. With all eyes on her, Obiageli recounts her harrowing journey and reveals the purpose of the sacred glow egg. With a determined hand, she smashes it upon the ground, unleashing its power. In an instant, Adis falls to the ground, overcome by the force of the egg's magic. With tears in her eyes, Adis confesses to cursing Obiageli out of jealousy, her deceit laid bare for all to see. And as the truth emerges, a sense of justice and closure fills the air, marking the end of Obiageli's ordeal and the dawn of a new era for the kingdom. Despite Adis' confession, the kingdom's laws dictate that anyone who uses dark magic against another person must face the penalty of death. Touched by Obiageli's courage and purity of heart, King Adialu defies tradition and declares that he will marry her instead. In a joyous ceremony, Obiageli becomes queen, and together with King Adialu, they rule the kingdom with compassion and fairness. The morals of the story teach importance of inner beauty over outward appearance, and the strength of love to conquer all obstacles. It reminds us envy and jealousy can lead to destruction, but forgiveness and love can heal even the deepest wounds. See you in the next tale.